Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode, this TGIF episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And welcome to my yarn room. Can you believe how this has transformed? And let me tell you, there was a fairy, and she is wonderful, and her name is Sweet Sister Tanya. And my sweet sister-in-law Tanya has transformed this room. There's still some transformation to happen, but she's amazing. She is just amazing. I'm going to move my head this way just a little bit so you can see. Now, I did move my my little sassafras from here this morning to here only because my head is covering that and I wanted you to be able to see her. So for this morning, I had moved it. But isn't this amazing? So this is all cotton yarn behind me. Let me give you a little view of some of the transformations. So there's some cotton cones up top there. And then, yeah, so we're working our way down with the cotton yarn. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. She even did my little um, drawer thing where I keep the charms and different things like that. She put that down so that I could reach it. Anyway, it's just amazing. Um, what I'm looking at on the other wall is the acrylic, and it is just beautiful. So I will do more of a reveal, a room reveal, once it gets a little further, but I'm telling you, she is just wonderful. Yesterday was a very long day, and I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. Um, but when I came home yesterday, I just crashed, and I crashed at various points during the day because I just am not able to handle that much activity. And so, yeah, it was a good day. But first, let's see who is here. I'm so excited to see who's here. Good morning, Alice. Good morning. Happy Friday to you as well. I hope you're having a great Friday, and I hope that you are enjoying your weather. Let me turn my phone volume off. Let's see, because this is crazy. I don't want it to be beeping and doing all the things. Here we go. And let me get you the weather for today. Right now, it is 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and real feel is 38. The sun is out. It's bright and shiny out there, which is a nice thing. Can you believe we still have snow that is just lingering, and our driveway still has snow. So maybe it will, the sun will melt a little bit of it today. Unfortunately, the last few days it's been very cold, and so there has been no melting. The sun shines on it and it glistens it, and then it freezes, so it's like a frozen driveway now, which is not that great. We have in this region, we have a notification of snow late Saturday night through Sunday afternoon. It says, oh, excuse me, a coating to an inch of snow, and it's going to be like 12 hours of off and on snow. That's what they're predicting. So, yay. Um, yay. I don't know. Anyway. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Um, oh no, Catherine. Catherine worked until 9:30 last night, and then she had to drive home. Took about 45 minutes as they were doing construction, and now you're here for work again. Oh my goodness gracious. Naomi, good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Naomi. It is good to see you. Alice is not done with her room yet. Naomi asked, Alice, are you done with your room yet? And she says, no, I'm decluttering my whole apartment. So it's a mess. Oh my gosh, right? It's a task, isn't it? It's crazy that in order to clean and declutter, you have to clutter, right? I don't know about that. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice. Yes. Naomi, you're going on a cruise. That's wonderful. I hope you have a great cruise. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Naomi. I'm glad that you are here. Thank you. Isn't it beautiful? I can't wait to show you this side of the room. Let me see if I spin this that you can see. Let me try spinning my laptop really quick. Let's see. Let's spin it this way. And let's see, there's the window. Oh, let's see if I can spin it so that you can see. I'm not sure what you're seeing. Oh, let me see. There we go. I'm not exactly sure how much you were able to see because I had to spin my laptop and I didn't have it. I couldn't see what you were seeing. So I hope that you got to see some of it anyway. It's beautiful. What she has done is just beautiful. And I'm so grateful to her for everything that she's done. So yes. Patty Barker, good Friday morning. Good Friday morning. Thank you. She lined everything up so nice and neat. Oh my goodness. She like redid everything. And it's like color coordinated, right? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And then down here, let's see, right here is the mix, the what do you call it? Like the cotton blend, right? And then here, this is the scrubby yarn. So this is the cotton blend yarn, and this is scrubby yarn as well. So yeah, see the yellow right here? That's scrubby yarn as well. And then up there, more cotton in the variegateds. Isn't that fun? Yeah, yeah. So she's got a organization method, and I am not one to mess that up. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you. Nikki, good morning. Don't forget to thumbs up. Thumbs up. And it's really Friday this time. Yay. Oh, Naomi says it's 36. Real feel is 30. Sun is shining, but starting tomorrow, we are dropping in temp to single digits for the next 2 to 3 days. That's what I'm hearing, that there's another like snowstorm front coming through and just gonna kind of chill down the area. We're gonna be getting snow. Oh, that's awesome. You're taking your granddaughter on a cruise for a graduation present. That is amazing. That is so fun. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes. Alice says, I'm finding it hard to get rid of some stuff. None of my nephews or nieces want any of the older stuff. Platters, dishes, meaningful to me, but not to them. I know. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, that's the way the generations work, right? I mean, when you just think like 2 generations before you, there were people that were vibrant, living, they did their daily lives, they loved, they lived, they had babies, they, got married, they worked, they had friends, they had lives, they did things, they traveled, they did all these things, and now they are so far removed from us that the memory of them is gone, and that's kind of sad, isn't it? When you think of that. Yeah. Oh, Catherine is at work now. Have a wonderful day. You'll watch the replay. God bless you too. Mwah. And so yeah, it's tough getting rid of things like that. Yeah. Yeah. We are in such a throwaway world. You are correct. You are so correct. I had the cradle that my two boys um, were in when they were born, and the grandbabies were in it, but nobody wanted to save it for the next generation of babies. So you just gotta, I mean, it, you know, kind of hurt my feelings at first, but you just gotta like let it go because it's not your life. So if they don't want it, then they don't want it. And it doesn't suit their life. And so there you go. Yeah. I mean, everybody has to make their own decisions for their life. So it may not be what we would do or what we would, but it's not your life. It's their life. And I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to myself because that is how I've had to counsel myself. Um, and with everybody, you can't just sit in judgment of everybody all the time. And I'm talking to myself here, not to you. Um, because just because they're doing things that you wouldn't do or um, how you wouldn't live, um, it's not your life. So you live your life. It's hard. It's hard. Alice, is there any way that because obviously these are dear to you, so maybe you could pick like one or two. Is there any way that you could display it on a wall? If it's a platter, they do make those metal things that hang on the wall. You could display it and then you could have joy from it um, in the now, right? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have answers, Alice. I'm sorry. But you're right. Maritza, it's good to see you. Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. Good morning to you. And Wendy, good morning. It's good to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. And I hope that you're having a great day. Happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday. So let's see. I honestly can't remember what happened Wednesday. I do know that at one point that was when I enlisted my husband to pull out all of that, to set up a 6-foot long foldable table, but a 6-foot long table in our pantry, opened up the craft room door and asked him to take boxes out and, set the good things up top. Oh, you still have enough for you. It's the excess. Oh, I know. It's tough. It is so tough, Alice. I don't know. Yeah. I guess we just have to take a picture. Maybe it's something that you could get some money from. Maybe take it to an antique dealer or something like that. So, anyway, he took out all the things. We had a mouse problem. Back behind one of the boxes, found another dead mouse, thankfully, dead. But it had been there for a while because it was hiding. I couldn't see it because of all the boxes on the floor. Our mouse problem is over for now. I do not want any more mice. It was a horrible experience. What's horrible about it is that you don't know where they are, and then they're like, leaving their trail everywhere. Yeah. So anyway, Yeah. So Tanya helped with that. So hubby got the boxes out, and then Tanya helped with like sweeping up, mopping. Actually, my husband mopped, I think. He swept and mopped, and yes, he did. He swept and mopped that one side because we can only work on one side at a time. So it was the opposite side with the acrylic. And then Tanya just worked a miracle, and she put acrylic, all the new stuff and all that. And she just put it on that wall so pretty. And so I'm just like amazed at how beautiful it is. And um, it's it's not any it's not going to be, certainly like some of these ladies that have a whole yarn store in their room, but it's perfect for me. And so all of the yarn that I got, it was yarn that spoke to my soul. She color coordinated it. And then yesterday, there were so many things to do for the wedding coming up, for Tanya's son's wedding. And and she had a doctor's appointment. So we went to the next town over, actually 2 towns over, the next county over. And she had her doctor's appointment. She was in there for a while, like, I don't know, it felt like maybe an hour and a half or something like that. And so I sat in the car and took a nap because I really was not feeling well. Um, so I took a nap, and then when she came out, I had just woken up from my nap. And so I Googled the tent rental place, and it was only a mile away. So we went there next. She went in, she had her son on the phone. They worked through everything, all the rental. They got that nailed down. And yeah. And so then she came out. While she was in there, I took another nap. I've been napping a lot. And oh, thank you, Wendy. Look at all the prettiness behind me. I know my sweet sister-in-law Tanya did this for me. Isn't that amazing? She's so wonderful. Let me tilt this up one more time so you can see up there too. So there's some variegateds up there. And yeah. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So anyway, then she came out, and then she wanted to hit Hobby Lobby. So we went over to Hobby Lobby, and she found plates for the wedding. We were going to get those clear plastic plates. They're so elegant looking, and they're throwaway, right? So she didn't rent dishes. This was a less expensive way to go. And plus, with it being outside, it's going to be, in the spring, it's just going to be really, I know, Wendy, you need a Tanya. We all do. We all need a Tanya. I agree. I 100% agree. And so, yeah, we, she found some beautiful plates, and they have sunflowers on them, and they have like, they're almost like a bowl plate, right? So it's like not the flat things that, food's going to fall off of. You can kind of put some food in this plate. And Naomi says that too. And my mom. Yes, I know, right? Oh my goodness. Um, so anyway, um, found those plates, found different plates for the rehearsal dinner, and just so many different things for the wedding. So that was fun. And then we went and had lunch, and showed my husband where the Pink Pig pottery was, because that was just like 2 miles away from that, maybe not even that much. And showed him the Pink Pig pottery shop. So now he can kind of get a picture of, what that looks like, and because he's never been there. And so then we looked around some shops, because anytime Tanya and I go there, it's at night and most of the shops are closed. So I made it through one shop and then I had to go sit down again. I can't. I was not having a good day yesterday, so I had to go sit. But anyway, so then we had a good time there. On our way home, we stopped at Rural King. Tanya needed some of her snacks, but they didn't really have any good snacks out. I guess they had been all purchased. She was looking for some nuts. Usually they'll have a container of cashews. She likes to get those. Then they usually have some honey mustard pretzels with nuts. I don't think they had any of those. And so she was a little disappointed there. But she got some jars for the wedding, and more, wedding stuff. And so that was road trip to Buc-ee's. Yeah, I don't think so. I know, Buc-ee's. I don't have a good memory of Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's, where I fell on my face chasing Theo. Poor Theo. Yeah. So anyway, then we came home. And when we got home, I was like, I have to lay down. And I went and laid down. We got home probably about 5 o'clock. And I didn't get up until like 8:30. I slept. I just crashed. And that was with all my naps during the day too. Just, you try to do things, but some days are just not that great. Kelly, hello. I'm so glad that you're here. You are not late. We are 22 minutes in, and I'm glad that you're here. And so yeah, so that was, but it was a very successful day for Tanya and her son, and just, the wedding planning, got things out of the way, did some major checklists, right? Items off, major checks off her checklist. So that was really good. So yeah, so then I got up. I woke up about 8:30, but I didn't get up until, well, I think it was probably about 8:30. I woke up around 8, but I got up at 8:30. And so I saw the light on under Tanya's door, and I thought, oh, she must have gone in there and fallen asleep. I went in the living room. Hubby was in there watching TV, and so I was going to go get a drink out of our fridge in the pantry, and that fridge is right next to the crochet room, and the door was open and the light was on, but that was, I thought, well, it had probably been on for a while. I didn't expect that Tanya was in this room. So I got to the refrigerator and I looked over and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right here. Oh my gosh, look what you've done. It's amazing what you've done in this room. And she's like, well, she did, she just started piddling. And we call it piddling, but it's just like, you're in your zone and you're just, doing things. And she was just touching yarn and putting it away, making it pretty. And here I thought she was asleep in her room. I'm glad I went and got a drink, because I wouldn't have known she was in here. Just such a great job. So wonderful. And so yeah, Wendy, you're going to have to watch the beginning, because I did spin the laptop around and tried to show the acrylic wall. I tried to show it with the laptop, so you can kind of get an idea of that. Of course, it's, all work in progress, but it looks so beautiful to me. And I just love it so much. And you can see that obviously I really enjoy green because I have like a lot of green. So anyway, it's all good. It's all good. And I have a lot of neutrals and a lot of greens. I am in a green mode right now. Naomi, have a great weekend. You have a wonderful weekend, my dear. Have a wonderful weekend. And so anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted to be able to see all the colors, to see where I had a lot of colors and where I was lacking in some colors. So I can see, my yellows. I have I have enough yellows. Oranges, I don't have very many. Reds, I have some reds. I have some deep wine, burgundy kind of colors. So those obviously speak to me. I have a few pinks, and that's interesting because I always thought that I had a lot of pink, but I have used up a lot of pink in this last year. So there's still a lot of yarn to put away, a lot. So, well, I say a lot, not as much as you would think, but still, it's hey, Barbara Regal Baker. It is good to see you. I'm so glad that you're there. Thank you, Alice. Alice, instead of saying hi, Barbara, where I would just go, hey, Alice. She's saying hi to Barbara, Barbara B. And so you saved me right there, Alice. Because you know me, I'm like on a roll and I'm like automatic. Automatic. So found some things that that I hadn't seen in a long time. Do you remember these? I don't know if you remember these or not. Remember these? So I have quite a few of these, and I used some Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, and it was I wasn't color controlling, obviously, because I mean, look, right? So anyway, these are gorgeous and not color controlled. So every single one is just slightly different. And I love it. I mean, look at this one. This one turned out to be all pink. And this one, isn't that fun? So fun. So anyway, I found these. And so it got me thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I bet I could put them together and make a thing for that. Did you see my curtains have been falling down for so long? This room was such a mess. And Tanya put those up too. She like got them back up. She's getting my room back in order. Oh my gosh. And I also found this mile a minute that I had started, and it is pretty long. I did this. It's pretty long, as you can see. So that's half. So I guess I was thinking I would do this and then, make these and then make a bigger blanket. So saving that, there was a lot that I threw away. I'm not going to lie. And don't cringe, don't be upset. But there were things that I found, like I had started, and I really could have saved it. I really could have. I just was in a purging mode last night, right? And I could have used it for other things, I know. But there were some things that there was okay, so it's not a Catherine's wheel. It is, but it's something that's kind of evokes that. Oh, you love this colorway. You remember this? Yes. When I did these, and I have a tutorial for this. So if you like this, um, you can check out the tutorial. It was the easy, it was the, it's a motif It was based on a song. I put the title of a song in there. Easy feeling, easy breezy, easy feeling, something like that. Anyway, it's a really nice motif, and you can put the ends together and make it into some curtains. You can make it into a lacy top. You can do whatever you want. Yes. Kelly Hart is crocheting her sister, Patty, a cable beanie and making mistakes along the way and frogged it to correct it. That, yeah, I know. Cable beanies are a challenge, but yay to you for frogging, correcting. From what I understand, when you're doing the cables, because I've tried to do cables and I can, if I concentrate real hard, I can do it. But from what I understand, the more you do it, the more it just becomes part of you. So this, what I was trying to think of, it wasn't the Catherine's wheel, but it starts with a B. Bavarian. I don't know if it's Bavarian. If you Bavarian, it's a stitch. It's the Bavarian stitch, maybe. Is that a stitch? Have you heard of that? Anyway, it starts out in the middle and then it kind of grows, and it's beautiful. It's challenging, but it's beautiful. Is it a Bavarian stitch? Anyway, I had a square about 10 by 10 that I had done in an ombre. I had just done it to see if I could do that stitch. Okay, Wendy says, yes, it is a stitch. And is it this kind of stitch where it starts out in the middle and then kind of grows? Because that's the one that I did. Anyway, I found that square. It is a yarn eater. Yes. Okay. So I found that square. I'm like, I'm not going to do anything with it. It was pretty. I'm not going to do anything with it. I don't want to even like hang it anywhere. I just tossed it. There was another one that I just tossed. This one I did not toss. And I'll tell you why. Because this one I did. This is such rough yarn. No lie. This is Red Heart Super Saver yarn before they even thought about getting soft. Right? I mean, this is when they were like, yeah, what of it? We're rough. We're tough. We're the cheapest yarn in town. And that's what I was buying at the time. So I think that this is like from the 80s. So I made 2 squares and I crocheted them together. So I have this pillow form. So what I'm going to do is crochet the edges, or sew the edges, and make a pillow. So that's what I'm going to do, is make a pillow. Yep. I might even just do some buttons on the side here. Some like wooden buttons on the side, but sew the top and bottom so that if I need to wash it, I can. But yeah, got me a quick pillow. Oh my goodness. So, I'm like, no, that's from the 80s. That's the scratchy stuff. I have 2 squares put together. I can make a pillow. And so that I kept. The other little half-started things that I have no desire to finish. I have no intention of finishing. I am going to, yeah, those in the trash because I just don't have a place. I just don't want to have a place to just keep little scraps and little things because I'll forget and then I'll be holding it. It's like holding that one little last screw. I mean, sure, okay, put it in a jar with all the screws, but yes, that type of. Oh no, you bought some yarn made from cow hair? No way, Wendy. No way. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Do you know what I saw in, was it Hobby Lobby? Where did I see that? It was donkey yarn. Donkey yarn. Can you believe that? Um, oh, gorgeous browns, but dang your poor hands. It was rough, huh? You kind of want that yarn? Cow yarn. I know, Nikki. You want that yarn. Tell her where she can find it, Wendy. I've never heard of cow yarn before. Was it local? Was it a local yarn shop? A local artist? That is funny. So I saw some donkey yarn and I was like, oh my gosh, I must have seen it online because I don't remember touching it and feeling it and going, oh, I must have seen it online. Mm. I know. I think it was on the Hobie website. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Donkey yarn. Donkey yarn. Well, oh my goodness. Yarn closeout deals. I think that there was some donkey yarn at Hobie. I really do. Let me see. Here's Hobie and yarn type. They have yak. They have mohair, merino, flax, mercerized cotton, cotton blend, cotton, cashmere, bamboo, alpaca, acrylic. Let me look at yak. Okay, so they just have one. It's called soft yak DK. Okay. Let me look up donkey yarn. Donkey yarn on their website and see if that's where I found it because they're just giving me, oh, no, this is alpaca. Alpaca. The one that I saw was donkey yarn. It really was. So anyway, I can't wait to see if, let's see, donkey yarn. They have a donkey yarn company. Hand-colored, blended, small batch artisan yarn that's both timeless and, oh, wow. Hooked Donkey Joe. Donkey Joe, Wonky Donkey. You can make the Wonky Donkey. Yeah, that was a one-off. I don't know. I'm probably never going to find it again, so I will just leave it. Oh, let's see. Found it in a thrift store in sealed bags. You had no idea until you got it home. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. But, it's a fun story to tell, right? I crocheted with cow yarn and it was rough. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I think that, basically they can take anything and make yarn out of it. You know, I'm pretty sure Lori has even used dog hair, cat hair, whatever, and at least felted with it, right? Oh, I wanted to tell you. So I saw this video, and this woman said she never wove in her ends ever because what she would do, she had a needle felting needle, and she would felt the ends into her project. I don't know how I feel about that because I don't know if that's going to like ruin the look of the crochet. But she swore by it, and she said that she never had to weave in her ends. I feel like she spent more time needle felting than she would have if she'd just woven in her ends. But hey, Mandy, good morning. Good morning to you. And so how do you feel about that? What do you think? I am not so sure. Um, because, you know, I guess there's some pros and cons. Have you ever needle felted before? I've not, but I've seen people do it and it looks easy. Um, but I'm worried about the integrity of the stitch. I wouldn't want to do anything that would mess up the stitch, right? But needle felting the ends in does make all of those fibers like incorporate with your project. So I don't know. Thoughts? Opinions? I had never seen that before. It was kind of strange. Kind of strange, but not so bad. So, okay, let's see. Wendy says, made an entryway rug as a housewarming gift for a coworker. Color-wise, I bought to make a top for your daughter, and then you felt how rough it was. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you made a rug with it, because with it being so rough, it would have been really perfect and tough for that. Yeah, for that home. People could walk on it. No biggie. That's what I was wondering, Mandy. The video was so fast that she didn't really show the end of it, right? The needle felt part, she was just like, I am never going to weave in my ends again. Needle felting makes it go in, and it was just showing her like needle felting. And then, and then the video was done. It was one of those shorts. So it wasn't like a long YouTube video or anything. It was just a little short video. And that's all I saw. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So yeah, so I found some things. I found like at one time in my life, I was making Oreo cookies. So yes, this is a black. And then I had the white centers, and then I would put the two, um, the white center and the black, and I would go into the black and sew all three together. I feel like it would too. Yeah, I feel like it would too. Take as much um, time as weaving in your ends. So yeah. Anyway, so I found these. I can make some Oreo cookies. I've got those sitting here. Oops, sorry. So that I do have one white circle that I made. So I can make one Oreo cookie, and then I've got all the outside ends. Yes, it does. It works with acrylic yarn, because acrylic yarn will also it will, split and blend if you're needle felting too. It does. So yeah. Yeah, I think it would take as long too. Yeah. And who's got time to sit there with a sharp needle and do this, right? Right, Nikki? I know. So anyway, that was interesting, but I just wanted to put it out there because I had never seen anything like that before. So I was really interested in that. Yeah, really, really interested in that. It was fun. So yeah, yesterday we left the house about 8:30 in the morning, and we got home about 5 o'clock in the evening. And what a long day. I came home and crashed again. And so my apologies, but I did not get a chance to gather up any videos or any pictures for the Friday fun video. Yeah, because normally I do that on a Thursday. and I was gone the whole day. So, yeah, I don't know. I also found some hearts, and this is like a little butterfly. Do you see this? I don't know if you can see, but I think at the time I was trying to figure out what to put. Oh, here's a heart. Here we go. What to put on a pair of jeans that had like a little hole in it. And so here I have this heart. Isn't that cute? It's just a one and done. You just do, um, a magic circle, and then you just go boop all around, and it makes a heart. So I think I have a tutorial for the heart on my channel. It's so easy. Um, it really is. So I have that. I mean, just different things that I found as I'm going through stuff, which is really nice. Really, really nice. So, anyway, it's a work in progress. Thanks to my sweet sister in law, Tanya, for hanging in there and for encouraging me and for like coming in and surprising me with her work. I really enjoy it. And so I hope that you have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday for our Maker Monday. Not sure what we're going to talk about on Monday, but oh, Wendy says she has some felting needles and she's going to try it just for fun. That's wonderful. You try it, and then next time you come on with us, let us know how the felting worked. Um, if you could tell, if it ruined the stitch, if it became invisible. I want to know how long it took. Did you feel like, oh, I've been just doing this forever? Um, and I mean, the one thing about it is if you needle felt it, you're not going to have to worry about that coming apart ever again. That's the only good thing about it, right? So if it's something that you really don't want to have to ever frog, do that. The only time that I think that it might be really good is if you're doing the magic circle and you really need that to never come apart. Because you know how sometimes you've heard the horror stories about the magic circle coming open, and you've given a present, and then all of a sudden, you know, after the first wash, the blanket is falling apart. That's not fun. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you on Monday.